Hey everyone, I got a picture you got to take a look at. But before sharing the picture, I'm sure most of you have already seen some of the pages on my site. Those of you that have subscribed to the videos on YouTube or to the blog on remnantofgod.org. But if you go to the Pope and Islam page, and there's a reason I'm sharing this. When you see the picture, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But this page here is just packed with all sorts of articles and videos and doc files that link the Vatican with Islam as well as Obama and why he was elected, as a Muslim president. And of course he's hiding it, but there's all sorts of evidence to support the fact that he is in fact Muslim. There's a section here of some blog entries that I post to the main site that the people subscribe to. And then underneath that, there's a stack of videos and then a little over 100 articles. 122 articles. And for those of you that don't believe Obama is a Muslim, go to the warning section, go down to Government Gone Bad, and go down to Is Obama a Muslim? This page has also have an awful lot of information in regards to Obama, as well as some recent articles just in the last few years, and that's 250 right now. At this point, it's 250 articles, and there's more stuff underneath that, of course. But there's also another page that you might want to take a look at, and that is the Pope Wrote the Quran page. Now, this page here, let's give it a second here. I guess the video doesn't want, there it goes. Okay, the video's coming in. This page here not only posts the video that I put on YouTube in John 14:29 some time ago, where a Muslim actually leaves Islam to join the Roman Catholic Church because of what he saw in the Quran that was uplifting Mary as someone worthy of worship. And but this page has an awful lot of information as well as videos, headlines, and whatnot. It's got an awful lot of good information if you need it. But the reason I'm sharing all this is that I need to illustrate that there is a literal mountain of evidence stacked against the popes of Rome, wherein they are using Islam today in the exact same way they used Hitler in his day to be able to kill the Christians and the Jews, without the Vatican being recognized as the main culprit behind it all. Because back in Hitler's day, they didn't have the internet. And so it was pretty easy to keep that stuff hidden, but today it's not so easy. And so they're doing everything they can to try to pull the onus off of them. I also have a page on the website showing how some false preachers are trying to make it look like Islam is the Antichrist. And if you go here, false prophecies, in the prophecy section, go down to false prophecies and go down the Islamic Antichrist, you'll see a page here where I literally list some of the prophecies, not all of them, there's quite a few, but some of the prophecies that Antichrist has to fulfill that Islam can't possibly fulfill. It just can't be done with Islam. And but my point mainly in here is that every prophecy that's ever been uttered in the scriptures that talks about Antichrist have been fulfilled by the popes of Rome. And so this page is pretty intense as well. But there's also some out there that are claiming that the king of the north is like Turkey Turkey, they're saying. But not only is there prophetic information in the scriptures that prove that to be a lie, there's also historic evidence and modern day events that happen to confirm that Rome is again using Turkey, just like they are using Islam, and it can't possibly be Turkey if you believe scripture. And so, with all that said, one more thing I wanted to share as well, because I got an awful lot of information on the site exposing all this. If you go to the Salute of Rome, you'll also see an awful lot of pictures where not only does Hitler salute Rome in a show of loyalty, so does Islam. But I have a video about this as well. That's why it says now on video. Just click that and you'll see it. It's on YouTube in John 14:29. Still, with all this evidence that confirms the prophecies, as well as the eyewitness accounts that have literally cost some people their lives, many still don't think the Vatican wrote the Quran hundreds of years ago, even though it was recently published a few months ago that it was found the Quran was written years before Muhammad was even born. And they say Muhammad's the one that wrote it. Most still don't think the Vatican wrote it. They don't believe that Rome plans to use the dogma or the doctrine of Rome to move Muslims into even more loyalty to Mother Rome. So, thanks to a brother in the faith from Australia, I just received a picture the other day of a billboard outside a mosque that declares they do in fact worship Mary in the exact same way the Roman Catholic people have been taught to worship Mary for centuries. Now, some of you may not understand what it means in Scripture when the word worship is used. But if you go to my Mary worship page on the website, and you can just go there to Catholic Doctrine, RCC Exposed, scroll down to Catholic Doctrine, and the very first link It's all about how they do, in fact, worship Mary, and how the popes of Rome demand it in writing. And I have an awful lot of statements from them. I don't think I have anything on Francis doing it recently, but John Paul II has stated that Mary should be worshipped. But we do have pictures and whatnot of Francis and other popes bowing in worship before statues of Mary. So anyway, the fact remains, this picture does in fact declare that Rome is working hand in hand with Islam, just as the prophecies stated. It's always Rome. All roads have always led to Rome. The Bible cannot be rewritten so as to lift up men and their fanciful ideas. Prophecy will be fulfilled. No getting around that. Thank you for watching. God bless.